Bienvenidas y bienvenidos al último episodio, el episodio 5, el final de Wolfamonas, incitando al lobo. Vale, vamos allá.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Bueno, aquí estamos viendo lo que ocurrió en los episodios anteriores. Vamos. Cuando encontremos la cabeza de Faith,
Holly's sister.
a Holly, a Lily, que diga.
I just don't know what Bigby's doing. If he cares about it. If he even gives a
Ahí está
shit.
Holly.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
Aquí cuando vino Nerissa a intentar contarnos algo,
We're
pero no pueden
destroying the
hablar
tree.
porque llevan el lazo ese y una especie de
We're
hechizo.
not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
Bueno, es más o menos también
Maybe a few
repaso las
days,
decisiones que
My
tomamos.
friend Colin. I wouldn't do that
No
to you.
quemamos el árbol, no le dijimos a Colin que no le íbamos a llevar a la granja. La tía esta nos pega un tiro.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one
Vale,
more
esto nos
silver
recuerda que
round
no
in your
debemos
heart.
recibir una bala
The only place
más
I'll
de
be
plata,
visiting you
porque
is the
estamos
morgue.
muy jodidos.
Bigby, wait. When you get the crooked man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat,
Vale, y
Sheriff?
aquí pues encontramos al hombre torcido. Voy, empezamos directamente, no hay una introducción como en los otros episodios, sino que vamos al tema, ¿verdad? Porque, si recordáis, se quedó ahí. Esa que pasa es Nerissa, ¿no? Bueno, se quedó ahí en plan, hey, tú te vienes con nosotros. Bueno, tú te vienes conmigo. Nosotros. Así que vamos a ver. Incitando al lobo. Uf, el final.
You've come a long way. You must be tired. And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, very...
No somos
elegant.
amigos.
Really a carpaccio. It's lobster. Sirloin.
Don't misunderstand the situation here. We are not friends, and you're in no position to offer me anything.
On the contrary, Sheriff. And I don't wish to contradict you here, but your initiative and mine have been friendly for a long while now. Ever since I came aboard these shores. You know, Fabletown's been very accommodating of my humble ventures. Never said a bad word.
Eso se ha terminado. ¿De qué estás hablando? Ese fue Crane, no yo. ¿De qué estás hablando?
And that relationship's worked till these ends.
Just what are you talking about?
I've just been left in relative peace, I think puts it best. Allowed to live my own way. What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey.
No me mola nada el tío este.
Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here?
Para
It would help
llevarte.
settle everyone's nerves, I think.
Tú mataste a esas mujeres. Estás destruyendo esta ciudad. Bueno, trataste de matarme. Pero lo más importante.
You know why I'm here. You killed those women.
What women?
Faith and Lily,
¿Qué mujeres?
the girls who worked at the Pudding and Pie.
Did I now? I assume by your confidence in accusing me, you must have some proof of this, yes? Some allotment of evidence. A witness, perhaps.
Jersey me dijo que tú lo hiciste.
Your servant over there told me you did it.
That's a fucking lie. I didn't say anything like that.
Fine.
All I said was that this was your town, and nothing wouldn't happen without your approval. All right? That's it.
Bueno, pues ya
If
está.
only that were true. Those women. I don't relish telling you that the killings were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with.
Mm. Pues no sé quién lo hizo. ¿Quién lo hizo?
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information. You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
Pues no lo parece. Han matado a dos
No,
personas.
I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right.
What
Y
do you
ahora hay
think
gente
this
a mi
is?
cargo.
Some kind of
Que no haya
negotiation.
entera.
The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hit
Me estás haciendo enojar.
and get out?
I'm already pissed off. You don't want to make it worse.
Buah, los
You
gemelos,
think
tío.
I'm scared of you? You're nothing more than
That's
a...
enough. I was hoping it
Si te
wouldn't
hubiera
come to
matado,
this,
créeme que
but
tampoco tendrías
in the
miedo.
interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie.
¡Qué cabrón mentiroso!
However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down now.
Yeah, I killed him, so what? You should have just kept your nose where it fucking
Pedazo de
belonged.
mierda.
You piece of shit. I should have fucking known.
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could
Pues si
murder
proteges
someone in
asesinos.
cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
And then
you told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, sis. You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
Espérate. No hay trato. No,
What the
es
hell?
una cabeza de
Take this
turco.
fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fuck.
No deals. It's over, so get up.
I'd advise against that approach, Bigby.
You can't just hand me over. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
Get the
Surrender.
fuck out of
I
here!
do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no
No.
way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Agarrar al hombre
You're
torcido.
gonna make sure we all go down this shitter with you?
I'm running out of patience, crooked man. I don't have time to fuck around here.
This could have gone so well,
No,
but you just had to complicate things.
me
To
encanta
speak the
complicar
truth,
las
I've
cosas.
never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
¡Oh! ¿Qué me dices?
Did I miss anything good?
Well, look at you, all fixed up.
No. ¡Oh! ¡Oh! Traidor de mierda. Estoy intentando ayudaros. A ver, ¿a por quién voy? Jolín, es que los gemelos, tío... ¿Sabes qué? No te hice nada la otra vez. Toma.
Take this.
¿Qué me estás contando? ¡No! Genial, ahora se escapa por ahí.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
No. Tú, vas a ver. No. ¿Pero qué es esto?
It was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Got him now.
¡Hala! Os vais todos con un regalo. Madre mía. No tendría que haber pasado así. No tendría que haber pasado así.
This way.
Eso no será suficiente. ¡Wow! Georgie, no te iba a llevar. No es que no seas culpable, eres un pringao también culpable. Pero no se va a solucionar. Otro mataría también el nombre del hombre torcido. Esto hay que arrancarlo de raíz. ¿Qué carajos tengo que hacer? ¡Wow! ¡Arriba! ¡Arriba! ¡Oh! ¡Cómo mola! ¿Y ahora? ¿Dónde se han ido? ¡Ah! ¡Ey! Son esos, ¿no? Sí. Ahí vamos. ¡Oh, cómo mola! ¡Guau! Anda que no molaría hacer todo eso. Ahí está.
Fuck! What was that?
¡Oh! Tendría que ir a por el otro. Pero en fin.
Take him off!
I can't.
Agárrate. ¡No! ¡A la mierda! Vamos a apoyar.
Are you sure?
Do it!
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Wow. Ahí está.
Come on.
Fuck it!
La ropa, claro. Es un buen detalle. Qué casualidad, es la misma que llevaba. Parecida. Mucha sangre. Vamos para allá. No hay más que ver.
Come on. We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay.
A ver qué dicen.
How did this happen, Georgie? How did it get this?
A lo mejor dicen algo interesante.
Don't worry.
It was supposed to end with Faith and Lily, and now the sheriff is chasing us through the streets.
Well, it won't be your fault. It'll all land on me in the end.
But it isn't.
No, it's... Ah!
Está protegiendo de algo.
Here. It's gonna be okay. We'll get you fixed up. Maybe Swinehart.
Swinehart don't give a shit about us.
We have to do something. Georgie.
Shush, love. We'll be all right.
I can't believe the crooked man just gave you up like that.
Oh, I should have seen it coming. A man's word isn't worth shit around here. Ah! You forget that and you're left picking your fucking guts up off the floor.
Well, you still have me. And I'm gonna get you out of here before...
Just give me a minute.
Can you stand up? It's okay. Take your time. Slowly.
It's no fucking use. No way I'm walking out of here.
Voy a observar a ver.
Fuck.
Está muy jodido. Es que, ¿por qué la liáis así? Podrías haber tenido tu negocio sin mierdas.
Shit. Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go. That it, Sheriff? Had to say your goodbyes first.
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Vivian.
Mantente fuera de esto, Vivian. ¿Por qué lo proteges? ¿Por qué lo
You don't know what you're
proteges?
doing.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't mean-
fucking... Ah! You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? Ugh. I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look, I'm
Sometimes you just have to do what you're told.
No tenías que hacer nada.
Then it comes back to bite you in the ass because some good-for-nothing
dijiste?
crooked bastard decides you're not worth shit anymore. Ugh.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the crooked man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The crooked man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he
Es que podrías haber dicho que no.
fucking sold me out.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not.
Te podrías haber enfrentado a él.
Go ahead and kill me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Nerissa. and I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault.
No estoy diciendo eso.
But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby.
Las pudiste haber dejado escapar.
How could you know?
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told you.
What are you talking about?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were
Mataste a dos
supposed to
por
look
uno.
out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here.
¿Cómo
Here
pudiste?
either.
I know that. But did it have to be like this?
How could you do this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand. Nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the crooked man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it!
I told you. Sometimes all your options...
No. ¿Qué me estás diciendo? Espérate, entonces. Si esto es una mierda. No la mataré. Encontraremos otra manera. Tirar de su lazo. No, tío. A ver, no puede venir nada bueno de un lazo que te hace callar ciertas cosas que en algún momento necesitarás decir. Pues, yo qué sé. No, tío, es como lo de oír, ver y callar. Qué frase más horrible. No, tío, callar no. Nunca, tío, es que eso... En ningún momento puede ser una buena idea hacer algo así. En ningún momento, tío, para nada. Para nada. Encontraremos otra
The
manera.
shit.
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the
Don't
witches
talk
can...
about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's
Claro
my
que sí.
life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first...
Claro que puedes. No si estás involucrada. Por
place.
supuesto.
I wasn't really...
You're right. It's your life.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
¿Y por qué lo hiciste?
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian.
No.
Don't. Vivian. No. Fuck. No, 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 no. Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian. Shit.
Oh.
Damn it!
Tío, es que es una mierda porque...
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just...
No sirve de nada que haya muerto.
Get up.
Ah, ¿qué estás diciendo? ¿Cómo se va a levantar? Mira cómo está.
Don't think so, Bigby.
Lo tiene todo fuera. Uf, por favor. En serio.
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, alright?
Joder, ¿tanto te he jodido?
For both of us. You know
¿Por qué
the
te
bastard
preocupas?
deserves it.
Why do you care? Shouldn't you be more worried about yourself here?
Just wanted a nice image to part on. Old foundry by the river, alright? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you wanna do,
¿Qué dices?
right?
That's not who I am.
Prove it then. No more games, alright? We both know how this ends. Just make it quick. I know what I did. Let's not draw this out.
All right, Georgie.
Uf. Pero de esa forma... ¿Crees que es mejor? LOL. Jolines, tío. Vamos a entrar. Espérate, espérate.
Still warm. He's here, all right.
Ah, pues para eso. Creía que me daría más pistas o algo. Pero no.
Of course.
Ah, hubiera sido demasiado fácil. Vamos a ver qué nos espera. Vamos a observar. Vale, cajas de...
So this is where they've been sending these.
Vamos para allá. Venga, Bigby. Se enciende la luz. Bonito.
Bigby Wolf. The big bad wolf.
¿Dónde estás?
You used to be something.
¿Qué me estás contando? Bigby Snow. Vale, esta es Lily, Faith, Nerissa, Snow con Holly. Si aquí cuando vi a Faith y Nerissa. Faith y él solo. Ah, cuando salió de ahí. Esta foto. ¿En todas tienen los lazos ya? Sí. Bueno.
They used to fear you. They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Ah, esa es lo de la imagen, ¿no? Donde torturaban a la gente. Eso de torturas. No sé, por aquí. Vale, aquí hacen las balas de plata.
Silver.
The big bad wolf.
¿Dónde carajo se esconde?
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Basta de esa mierda, te estoy hablando a ti. Basta de esa mierda.
Cut this shit out.
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners?
No.
Or was she too busy fucking whatever breeze drifted through town?
LOL.
Oh, come on!
Dios, muy fuerte.
Is that the best you can do?
Oh, me... Buah, es que es demasiado. Está por todas partes. No tendrá vértigo. Ah, vale, me puedo mover. Venga, muévete. Maldita sea. Vamos, corre. Pero ¿cómo ha pasado, tío? ¿Vuela o algo? ¡Ey! ¡Le he dado! ¡Ah!
Where
No
are
le he
you?
dado.
Trust me.
Buah, tío, es que... ¡Qué brutal! No voy a poder contra ella. Buah, tío, es que te toca y ya te raja. Está llena de cristales. Vamos, vamos, Bigby, vamos. Vamos, Bigby. ¡Ah! La fiesta. Toda la fiesta. Creo que no pego aquí. Madre mía. ¡Oh! ¡No! ¡Oh! Dolor, dolor, dolor. Tiene que doler. Parar ya. Esto no es nada agradable. Demasiado, tío. ¿Esto qué es? ¿Esto qué es? ¡Oh! ¡Wow! ¡Oh, cómo mola! ¡Oh! Brutal. Este es el lobo, pero... ¡Ah! ¡Wow! ¡Cómo mola! Precioso, tío. Ay, no paran de venir. Pero qué clase de habilidad es esta, o sea, ¿cómo puedes enfrentarte a algo así? ¡Guau! Soplido con lo que echó las casas de los cerditos abajo. No me lo puedo creer. Pero... ¿está? Pero... ¿Y ella? Eran todo copias. A lo mejor a ella no se la ha cargado. ¿Y la ropa cuando se la ha quitado? ¿Le ha dado tiempo? ¿No la ha destrozado? Espera un momento que me quito la ropa. Voy a transformarme.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of... I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
Venga.
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial.
Ya,
Can we at
no te lo
least agree
mereces,
on
pero...
that? I will have a trial.
Dime.
You need to tell me right now. We're not going anywhere until I get some answers from you.
If you want answers, you're going to have to cooperate with me. Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Oh, tío. Es de estos que te lían la cabeza con palabras. Entonces, ¿qué
Story.
es esto?
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
Peor que un asesino.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
Sí. Es sobre Fables. Es que ninguna de estas me vale. A ver, no es sobre la justicia exactamente. O sea, es sobre la justicia, pero es sobre que no puedes ir por ahí matando gente, tío, porque te dé la gana, o enviando gente para que mate gente. O aprovechándote de la gente que no tiene dinero. No tiene forma de vivir de otra manera. Coges sus miserias y te enriqueces con ellas. La justicia.
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it. Georgie.
Pero si no hubiera sido George, hubiera sido otro, porque el que está detrás eres tú.
Dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again. My previous interactions with her have gone rather well.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Hey! I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you.
Si lo golpeo no le mataré, ¿no?
Go
Voy a
around.
golpear. ¿Ahora qué?
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers.
Se piensa que es intocable.
And your
Va por ahí
punishment will
haciendo
follow.
lo que le da la gana, tío, matando gente. Me ha tirado a la tía esa para que me matara. Y claro, no, tú no eres asesino, diviértete con él.
I know. But we have to do something. Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to...
Aquí viene...
He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked
No me veo bien.
Man's place. And after what happened with Mary...
What? Don't I look okay?
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know...
El que lo trajera vivo.
I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You murderer!
You killed Lily!
She was my
Where the
sister.
fuck do you get off? You think you have the right to just do this to people? You're a fucking crook!
You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Tú diste la orden.
But I thought it would be unwise to proceed with such faulty information.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Lo maté. Pero no es exactamente así. Jolines, macho, es que lo ponen todo ahí para que no puedas explicarte bien. Pero no voy a
I
mentir.
killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for. And
I was
don't...
told I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my...
Déjala terminar. Bien, adelante. ¿Qué te parece si te mato en vez de eso?
My rights, Miss
Déjala
White.
terminar.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession
Y secuestra la cree... No. He aprendido de la otra vez.
and sale of
Me
magical
interrumpí.
artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
And there's all...
Tú eres responsable. El resto es suficiente. No voy a decir nada.
the other crap he's done.
We all know who you are. We know what you've done.
Just give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
This is fucking bullshit for once.
Eso no es lo que dijo Georgie.
Been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Fue una trampa.
You weren't being helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't
Está
you?
intentando protegerse a sí
Do
mismo.
anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save some...
Ah. Ellos no querían.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith, the way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith wanted to...
I'm sorry, Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government
como el
abandoned
banco.
you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Les presta dinero y luego se los quita todo. Si prestas dinero a gente en lugar de ayudarles a conseguir dinero, para que luego tengan que devolverte no solo eso, sino todavía más cantidad, no hace falta decir más. Nosotros no abandonamos a nadie. Ese fue Crane. No pongas esto en nuestra contra. Ese fue Crane, y Crane estaba a tu servicio.
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Oh, es un manipulador. A ver, Snow cometió un error. No trates de manipularnos, eso es.
Is that true? I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk
Oh,
about
we're
this.
not?
Bigby just
This
means
is important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
You know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
Claro.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can.
Estamos tratando de protegerlos. Mejoraremos.
But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall...
Exacto.
exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
Claro que sí.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him.
Ni siquiera daba
Even
la,
now.
la cara, enviaba a otros.
But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over. And those girls will have their justice.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
¿Qué hay de tu historia?
So, are we done?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course.
Sí, tú eres
Yes,
responsable.
you're responsible.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated the poor woodsman when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that... go?
You can't be
Yo no lo
serious.
hice.
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So,
¡Qué
you
cabrón!
answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them.
Mierda, tío, no sé qué decir. Eso no es verdad. Tío, no, nos está liando.
Bluebeard, please.
That's
I
not
mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens?
¿A cambio de
Who
qué?
will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Adelante.
Bluebeard,
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
be quiet.
We need
Ella quería que todas
to
fueran
establish
libres.
some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily...
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say... You're an asshole.
Esto lo confirma. Sabemos qué ocurrió.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough
I don't care.
bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting you're...
Deberíamos votar.
Why not?
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Bueno.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want.
A la gente, ¿qué pasa? ¿Que no queréis decidir? ¿No queréis votar? ¿No tenéis decisión propia? ¿Qué pasa, joder?
Just do what you think is right.
Una sola persona no puede decidir por
Yes,
todos.
Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Ni 2, ni 3, ni 4, ni 5. Arrancarle la cabeza, tirarlo al pozo, encerrarlo, hacer confetis con él. Yo qué sé, tío. Tirarlo al pozo, arrancarle la cabeza. ¿De verdad estaríais de acuerdo si le dijera de arrancarle la cabeza? ¿Me dejaríais si se me fuera la olla en una decisión? Es absurdo. Claro, es más fácil echarle la culpa y no decidir. Encerrarlo.
Just fucking get rid of him.
Everyone, I'm
not this way.
¿Qué me estás diciendo? Pero, ¿qué le pasa?
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment.
Think of me when you try to sleep. Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can...
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you
After
can't
what
be serious.
he's done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
All right, do it.
Eso es peor que la muerte. La muerte lo liberaría. Estar enjaulado es peor.
Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Let's just call it even.
Hey, Sheriff.
I know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
¿Qué? ¿Se llevan gente a la granja?
This fucking line.
Lleva el lazo. ¿Por qué todavía lleva el lazo? Lleva el lazo.
Oh, Mr. Wolf?
Esa chica.
Flycatcher left his keys.
¿Está todo bien?
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Bluebird.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Me importa bien poco. Mejor sería que pudiera ir cada uno como es en realidad y no tener que usar magia para ocultarse. ¿Qué me estás contando, no? Te di dinero.
I'm going. Jesus.
Te di dinero. ¿Qué hiciste con el dinero?
Like 5 minutes.
Carry me, for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day.
Pero si te di el dinero.
Shit! Just go grab that, would you?
Sorry about all this. I tried to help.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby! I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her.
Claro,
she
claro.
was nice.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm?
Ay, no quiero, pero ¿cómo se hace para que no se vaya?
Sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
I'm sorry, TJ. But, look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah. You don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Pero ¿por qué? ¿Qué hay que hacer para que no se vaya?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Pero no sé qué más hacer, le di el dinero.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
Ah. Él puede quedarse.
Colin gets to stay.
That's bullshit, Bigby, and you know it.
Lo sé, pero ¿qué voy a hacer si Snow es la que manda? ¿Por qué hizo esto?
Saying goodbye?
Nerissa. Mierda, no sé cómo hacer que Toad no se vaya a la granja.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am.
¿Por qué lo llevas?
It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to.
Quitar el lazo.
Just...
Let me help you.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own, okay? Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out...
A ver, el final es importante, ¿vale? El minuto en el que Faith robó esa foto, habíamos comprometido a uno de los aliados del hombre torcido. Vale, a Crane.
I had no choice.
Tienes
you
que
have to
entenderlo.
understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine
¿Sabes
the
imaginar
lengths
los
they
lejos que irían solo para silenciar
go
a alguien con
to
evidencia
silence some-
física?
one
¿Qué
who
fue lo
had
que
physical
hiciste?
evidence?
Nerissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone.
De que nos dejara en paz. Tal vez intentarlo de nuevo en un par de años.
We could just forget the whole thing.
Se lo contó a Georgie.
Try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Todo por la foto, tío. ¿Vendiste a tus amigas? Georgie no tuvo piedad. Estabas tratando de protegerlas. Estaba tratando de protegerse.
So you sold them out?
No. Yes. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in. And I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know. Oh, what I said.
Fue Georgie.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
No debiste haber mentido.
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after...
Ya, bueno.
That night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
Para que yo me enterara.
At least save the rest of us.
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
Siento que ya estoy.
I'm sorry, Narissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot.
Nadie nunca
these days.
I go out there and I do my job. I put my life on the line. I get shot at. I do what has to be done for them. But at the end of the day, I'm still the bad guy.
I know, but they'll come around. You'll see. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was...
espero que...
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Y ahí está.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could. They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swain ever get back to you about
He
Faith?
said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Y aquí, ir tras ella o dejarla ir. Ir tras ella.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Vale. Os comentaré. Así acaba, ¿vale? Te quedas como... ¿What? Pues... Yo lo primero que pensé cuando lo jugué es... mi paranoia. Pensé que era... la Bloody Mary. Pero luego lo pensé mejor y digo, no tiene mucho sentido que sea la Bloody Mary. Y estuve buscando información y encontré dos teorías. A ver, una de las teorías es que la que va allí es Faith. A la que matan en realidad es a Nerissa. La glamuran como Faith, como ella misma, digamos, y ponen la cabeza allí. Y entonces todo el rato, en realidad, es Faith, no es Nerissa. La otra teoría es que es Nerissa, glamurada de Faith, que matan a Faith. O sea, la primera que vemos es Nerissa, glamurada de Faith, y a la que matan es a Faith. Y claro, por eso esa es la misma persona, ¿vale? O sea, las dos teorías lo que quieren decir es que la persona del principio, tanto como la persona del final, ¿vale? La Nerissa, tanto Faith, que hablamos con ella, como Nerissa, son la misma persona. Pero lo que no queda claro es si es Faith o si es Nerissa. Y la cabeza que encontramos o es la de Faith de verdad, o es la de Nerissa glamurada. Pues esas son las dos teorías que hay. Yo pienso que la teoría con más sentido sería de que la Faith del principio fuera Nerissa, como he dicho. Porque que fuera Faith no tiene mucho sentido, porque como ha contado, a no ser, bueno, claro, evidentemente puede haber mentido, igual que ha mentido. Pero según ha contado Nerissa, era Faith, no la que cogió la foto, ¿no? Y fue por Faith y Lily. Pero sí puede haber mentido y haber sido Nerissa la que iba por... Bueno, espero que os haya gustado. No sé, si habéis visto o lo habéis jugado, el juego, me gustaría que pusierais cuál creéis que es la teoría real o cuál es vuestra teoría de qué quiere decir eso, ¿vale? Yo lo que creo que está claro es que la del principio y la del final se tienen algo que ver, es la misma persona, porque dicen exactamente lo mismo y es como que todavía, o sea, se lo está diciendo de alguna forma. Y de por qué todavía lleva el lazo y no se lo quita, también no me había fijado en la chica esa que sale también con el lazo. Eso también me hace plantearme si realmente, o sea, el lazo se lo pueden quitar o no, o qué pasa, o es que está glamurada y no se lo puede quitar porque forma parte del glamour que lleva. Pero claro, la otra chica, ¿por qué? No sé, comentadme. Me interesa realmente. ¿Cuáles son vuestras teorías? Supongo que cuando salga una segunda temporada, que estoy impaciente, espero que salga pronto, de Wolf Among Us, supongo que aclararán las cosas, o eso espero. Y nada, pues aquí termina la primera temporada de Wolf Among Us. Si hay una segunda, pienso traerla porque me encanta este juego. Y hasta entonces, pues subiré otros juegos, todavía no sé cuáles serán. Salud y buen juego.
Stutter, stutter, stutter.